game starting. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. The offense set for a first down play. Now they'll run it on the toss. Can't get him to the ground. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Quick toss. Still running at the 40. He finally goes out of bounds, but you better check that laundry on the field. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Bunch formation trying to spring a guy free. The RPO, it's complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rounding to the football?
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Throws to the wideout. Connection to the right. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
It's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Touch pass on the jet sweep. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward, let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job, nice execution. First down.
To the air on first down. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. All kinds of running room. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game and get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
Kansas City, 0.
From inside the 20, chance for great field position. Just an outstanding return there and really sets up his offense nicely. Split backs here. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Dropping back, it's Asher. It's complete to the left. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And that's what you're trying to do, not just in this game, but for the season. You're just trying to set the tone defensively, and they do that getting the sack. They feel good about their front seven and all the athletes they have. It'll be fun to watch this unit for the rest of this game and see how they do in one-on-one situations.
Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. The Wildcats come to the line with a new set of downs. Pulls and throws off the RPO. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Great job by the defense here, rallying to this wide receiver and making the tackle. He is dangerous. They don't want to let this receiver get behind them, but they know that when he makes catches, they better rally quickly and get this guy on the ground. He is fast.
He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
I mean, you can say that's a quarterback or you can call him a running back. I mean, goodness gracious, he's dropping back to throw the football, but when he sees a hole, his eyes get big and he just explodes through it. Everybody's trying to catch him, trying to get to him, just chewing up yards so easily.
Trying to get to him, floating away. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on first down in the red zone. They'll try to dial up a better one this time on 2nd and goal from the 5. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick its way to the end zone. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
Try to barge their way in. Bounced off his feet.
Decision time for this offense. 4th down, Palmer. The home crowd, you know they want to go for it. They're going to be chanting. They're going to be excited. They need a reason to get on their feet.
And I like it because the head coach sending a clear message to his team. We are going to be aggressive.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats!
And how about make no mistake about it? Line up, bring in the big boys. You know, you probably have a good idea of what I'm trying to accomplish. 4th down situation, and the offense comes through, playing with a little physicality, a little muscle.
After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tied.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Huskies want to pick up the tempo. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Well, the offense is taking a chance here, staying on the field inside its own 40. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Makes the grab, and he's got the first. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about, Reese.
Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Power football with the run. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
Listen, I know that's not a huge gain, but those run plays add up. They make you tackle the back every single play. Physically, you have to get some guy on the ground. It takes its toll throughout a fourth-quarter game.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. Here comes the option. He'll toss it. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the first down on the play.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense sticking to the run. Nice job getting the first down.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires on the move. Complete to the right. Brought down at the 21-yard line, a 15-yard pickup, and they are in prime position to get points now. Washington coming to the line with another first down. The give to the tailback. They make the stop after a pickup of 3 balls at the 18.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. With the catch, it's Boone. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Washington right back to the line.
First and goal.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
It's now 2nd and goal.
Second and goal coming up. They'll run it. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Huskies.
Touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
28 in the end zone.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge.
Kansas City, 7.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
Wideouts all wadded up in a bunch. Wants to throw. It's Asher. The throw to the outside is complete. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback can go in the other direction.
Fires to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Let's see what they've got on second down. They want to just keep throwing it. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
1 yard on the play. Third down coming up.
Third and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on fourth down by what they call here. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads it left. And they can't make the connection on third down.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
Perhaps emboldened by converting a fourth down earlier in the game, they'll try a second time. He's right on target. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Comes out throwing on first down. He's moving out of the pocket. Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down.
And he was held in check in game one, but you're not going to hold him in check for long. And right out the gates, getting a sack in the second ball game, that will not be his last sack of the season. This dude is a ball player.
A beautifully placed ball to the outside and the toe drag for the big pickup.
Great job.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Ball in the air, intercepted. Got room on the return. The 40, inside the 30, inside the 10. Touchdown, Washington. What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return. Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. South Alabama is in front. They've answered the bell today, but they still have to finish the job, and that is no sure thing right now. They're up by 6 over Buffalo. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He slings it deep to the left. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
And those are tough passes. When you start throwing those balls towards the sidelines, it's a longer throw for the quarterback to make. And I think that's when you see the majority of the misses for guys, the majority of the overthrows and a little bit of inaccuracy start to show itself.
Finds the tight end. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. They'll try to power their way ahead. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster.
Man, the offense did not get enough. They got to understand the sticks. Maybe he should have thrown that on the RPO, right? It's tough. You got to read that really, really quickly. Now brings up a fourth down decision time for this offense.
The offense in its own end still needing a couple of yards for the first down, but they'll stay out there and go for it on fourth. Coming after it. And the incomplete pass lets this defense get the ball back for its own great field position.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field possession. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
to the ground with the back. And look, this guy has some serious moves, and he tried all of them and still didn't get loose.
They're strong and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Here comes 3rd and short from the 27. This defense trying to make them settle for a field goal. Wants to go up top. Get it out on the screen. They make the stop, but not before the screen has hit them for a first down and much more. Really good execution by this offense. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. On the run, it's Watkins. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Huskies. And they take it in for 6 more points.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense give it.
Into double coverage, and he picked it off. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it first down at the 42.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Wants to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Boone. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They'll throw it on first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
You don't get a lot of chances like that in games, guys. Take shots downfield, and when you get open, you got to finish the play. The wideout's going to wish he had that one back.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Wants to fire on second down. Pressure coming. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Washington ready to kick off to start this second half.
Number 16, set to kick off.
From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Looking for a productive play on first down. To the air, it's Asher. Fires left. Makes a connection. Afterburner's coming. At the 20. Touchdown, Kansas State. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Such a nice job by the wide receiver there on the corner route. He did a nice job off of his stem, not telegraphing where he was going. The defender had no idea. And when he broke to the corner, he created a little bit of separation. There was an accurate throw. He made the catch and then took it into the end zone.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Kansas State, 14.
It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They'll give it to the back. At the 35, he's loose. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
When they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field, you saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. They're working that left side. Brought down at the 47, but not before he ripped off 15. Productive pass offense for the Huskies, and they've had a long line of quarterbacks who've gone on to the pros.
Yeah, a lot of guys that you can think of. Warren Moon obviously was so dynamic, so good, but guys that were surgical, guys that read the defenses, made the decisions, made big plays. That's what the Husky fans want to see.
Try to get it to the edge. At the 40, there he goes. Big pickup before he goes out of bounds, but there is a flag. We'll have to see if it stands. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. First down for this offense. Out of the gun, the inside give. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. And on second down for this offense. Give to the running back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the right. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
I'm not sure this was ever a real decision. They'll go for it on 4th and inches. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Hit the afterburners, kid. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. Really no drama at all to making that call and going for it on 4th down, and they make it pay off.
No drama. It'd be drama if you didn't go for it. If you were that big of a scaredy cat and you didn't want to go for it on 4th down, you need to find some.
And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
And he puts through the extra point. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
14.
From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a win. And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18.
If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm thinking about chipping this defensive end with running backs. I'm leaving my tight ends in to help this tackle because we cannot block him. He's already got 2 sacks.
Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Trying to get rid of it. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down.
All right, you've dug yourself a little bit of a hole offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in the second half. You're going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front with your pass pro. You got to keep your quarterback standing upright.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Pocket starts to collapse. And that one's incomplete. They were just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down.
And I'm kind of surprised by this performance, man. The QB last week, you could tell, dude, he was in rhythm. He was good timing. You could tell the chemistry with the receivers were good. And today, everything just looks off. And it looks hard. It looks difficult. They got to find a way to get back in the rhythm they were in last week.
This offense believes you are given 4 downs for a reason. You've got to use all of them. 2 for 3 so far today. Throws to the tight end. And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out.
And I get it. At this point in the second half, dude, we got to make something happen. We haven't been good enough. We got to score a lot of points, and quickly. You got to be aggressive. They tried. They failed again. This game is all but over.
Running back searching for a hole. Plows ahead for a pickup of 4 down to the 14. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. On the option. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Makes the grab on third. Touchdown, Washington. And the stomping has commenced.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from this offense. Look, last week you found a way to win a close game. That's what you're supposed to do. But this offense looks like they're taking it to the next level, hitting their stride a little bit, finding out who they're going to be, and they've looked explosive today.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Purdue is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Purdue, Pete, isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 13 over Rice. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3.
Small gain, I know. But again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw, it's Asher. Takes the easy throw in the flat. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
The give to the back. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line.
Here we go.
He's looking for an open man on second down. Fires to the big fella. Shakes off the defender. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Washington, 42. Kansas State, 14.
Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Working that left side. He's loose. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. Kansas State pushing the pace. Snaps it in the shotgun. Snags it. And he will score. Touchdown, Wildcats.
Nice pitch, nice catch, and listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to, and this offense is struggling. You're down by 1,000, but I like that they continue to fight.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
21.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21.
Take over. First and 10.
And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Pulls and fires complete to the right. Still on his feet at the 45. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the fourth quarter with a big lead, he's still taking shots.
And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looks as if he's going to run it. He has the first and still on his feet. And he's running in the open. Touchdown, Huskies! And the beatdown has ensued.
This quarterback is such a weapon on these design QB runs. He's not trying to just go get first downs. This guy's a threat to take it the distance, and bam, he did it right there.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
49. Kansas State, 21.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Oh, he wants it all. He's got it down the left. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
After that huge play, let's see if they can punctuate it. It's 1st and 10 from the 20. He'll take a shot. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. Trying to take it back. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first interception. He'll always remember this moment.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense set on first down. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle. Here on 2nd down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. They'll try the run. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down.
You know, you start day one of training camp running your base runs. You need a few yards, you run these plays. You need a first down, you run these plays. You rep them over and over and over again. They're not sexy, they're not pretty, but in the end, they're effective, and they get you that new set of downs when you need them.
They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. Just gashing this defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line.
Gain of
Yeah, this offense has had their way with this defense, and they've had a lot of success. And I tell you what, if this defense wants any chance of coming back, they better get physical and stop the run, because right now, this offense is having their way.
Crosses the 30, he's got away. Touchdown, Washington! And the route is on.
And with that score, you start to get excited because you can feel the momentum starting off 2-0. I mean, you got to finish this one off, but there's a great chance you're going to. But this season has started just like you wanted it to. Now just keep climbing. See how high we can get in these rankings.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Kansas State, 21.
Fair catch called for and made. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent today.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe something right here I can create positive that carries over.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen.
Got a lot of running room. The 30, past the 20. Touchdown, Huskies! And the pummeling has started.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
21.
He'll call for the fair catch here. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. And the pass to the sideline will pick up a short gain.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
I think in this situation, 2 minutes, trailing late, I think you got to be throwing to the sticks every time. I don't know if these short completions are going to get it done. You're just not going to have enough time to get down the field. So from a play calling standpoint, I think you want to think about being a little bit more aggressive.
He'll try to do it himself. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right?